route starts near Abbey farm on the Coldfell Road and goes across over the top to Haile. It was filmed in 2 different days, and part 2 comes before part 1. So I start at the Coldfell Road near Abbey farm and go up until there's a blue marker on the map halfway across, and that's the first part, which is actually says it's the second part. And then on an earlier expedition I had actually gone to the trig point at Haile, just above the above the Haile mine, and walked back from there. So there's a section of that part of the walk, and then finally there's an alternative route which involves not going through all the brambles and so forth, and I put that in at the end, so you can have a look at the permissive bypass to the brambles for part of the route. It doesn't avoid them all, but it's an interesting path, a little bit of a challenge. It's certainly not a day out in your fine clothes. Don't expect that. It involves a few bits of scrambling through gorse, branches, brambles, you name it, and in the summer you probably have the delight of having a few nettles thrown in. So there you are. Anyway, have a look, see what you think, and if you want to follow path 41001, it'll be a challenge, and it'll be a challenge in either direction, and if you want to do both directions, well, that's a double challenge for you.
Part 2. This is part 2 of the walk to the trig point at Haile. This is the other half of the footpath. So this is the start of it on the Coldfell Road. Just a bit of a look around at the beginning. This footpath sounds a bit deteriorated. See Sellafield, get dazzled by the sun. So over the first gate, and then very shortly after that we go over a stile. So this is the start, and you can see the trig point. It is on the horizon, where on the horizon, when you look from left to right, is a row of hawthorn hedge, and then just at the end of that is the trig point. I'll zoom into it. As best I can. Right. Back out. And over the gate, or through the gate. I think we'll go. What's it like? Go over. So. Here we go. It's a bit into the sun. And here we are, the first stile. Seen better days, but it is there. So over we go. This is a stile from the other side, and scratch around with the map. We go diagonally across the field, and we should find a stile on the other side somewhere. Oh. Into a corner. And here's the stile. Yeah. Well, that's a bit of surprise navigation. Let's hope it's a bit stronger than the previous one, which was a bit touch and go. It looks a bit better, this one. No, it isn't. It sagged underneath. There it is. There's the stile. So from here I'll have a quick look at the map, because we cross the stream in the bottom. Somehow go along and then to the left. So we slope down. It doesn't say how we get across the stream on the map. Other than I suspect it won't be easy. There's a quarry on the other side somewhere. Well, let me just stop. Ah, there we are. Just buried among all this lot is the footpath sign. Ah. There we are. Well, somewhere over here is the well, you've got to get down here and across there. I'm not quite certain how we're going to do this, but there's an interesting I think we might have to put back on the video again. It's not quite as fearsome as it looks when you get over. There is 3 mossy stones. Forms a stile, and we'll work our way across here somehow. I'm not quite certain how. Just a moment. Get the map the right way around for a starter. We'll just have a look around, see. Even better. Look at this, a footbridge. My word. I'll have to take the rucksack off. Well, here you are, a footbridge. I'm not certain quite how we're meant to get across this one, but it's certainly here. There's a gate. I think I can thread my way through, but I'll put the map away. Right, we're going to attempt to get across this footbridge with a rucksack with an aerial sticking out of it. It's the aerial that's going to give us the problem. Oh. Well, there's the footbridge, and a few more scrambling over branches. Sorry Derek, if this makes you sick, just think what it's doing to me trying to get through it. We should be able to scramble up this side of this and find our way into the field. And if you want to know where the footbridge is, it's buried in among that lot. But I'll work my way up through the gorse. And hopefully we'll find where the footpath starts again. There's a post sticking up there, is that it? Possibly not. Let's see what it says. Oh, I might have something on it. There's another one over there. What does it say, if it says anything? It says public footpath. And it probably says footpath in this direction. So I think that is the next one along the route. Or is it just a bit of fence? It's just a bit of fence somewhere over there. Is that? I think it's just across here. And there is the next stile, I'm sure. Again, the stiles are a little dilapidated, but we'll see how we get on if we can get across one piece. As you see, this stile is broken. Here we are. There's the stiles and the footpath sign. And we go up the line of this hedge, which is probably better if I can get it into the shade a little bit. A decent sized stile. So we can get over this alright. There we are. There's the stile from the other side. A big drop on the other side. Right. Level us out a little bit here. Taking a bit of a flyer here. The path follows the hedge. I haven't got the map out, having put it away at the bridge. But it does look as though there's a stile just coming up. And here we are, the next stile. There you are, the notice about permissive access, whatever that means. To what, I'm not quite certain because it's all a bit faded. So maybe I'll examine it some other time. Oh well, that's now completed this footpath in two halves. I think I might just nip up to the trig point, which isn't part of the footpath but is conveniently close. Right. Just a little outing today to a trig point at Haile, just near home, and this is the trig point on top of the hill. It's got benchmark number Sierra 5218. That's Sierra 5218. I've put a few calls out on the radio but got nothing, so anyway, I'll walk back. Look on this trig point, and there's Cold Fell behind me, and if we look down along the line of the hedge, there's Sellafield just in the background. So head off back and slow panorama. Try not to make everyone dizzy. There we are, Galloway Hills, the Isle of Man, looking looking towards Whitfell and Blackcomb. So anyway, there we go. So back to the footpath first. This is not quite on the footpath, but just off the foot slightly. So I'll take it over alongside this fence. Well, there was obviously somebody on the frequency. They wanted to talk to me. It was a different matter, but anyway, we need to head on back. I've got a few bits of filming to do of various paths, and we'll turn the camera around once I get to the footpath. But this is just down the field. In fact, I might even turn it around now. There we are. So that's where we've just come down, and this is where we're heading to. So I'll just hop on down here. Follow the road down. So the first part of the footpath will be to take us to Haile, and this isn't quite on the public right of way yet, at least not on the county public right of way. It's a bit ambiguous whether this is a permissive footpath, as you will see shortly when we get down to the stile with a sign on it. Flippy. Right, here we are. Here's the stile footpath sign, and it points up the hill. So does that mean we go up this hill, or does that mean it's over the stile? Because there's a faded bit on the stile. This is now onto the public right of way that's marked on the county definitive map. So we're going to follow it back towards Haile, and then we'll stop filming for a while and do another footpath probably. We'll see where it goes. So looking around, you can see on the other side of the field, across there, is the next stile. So that's where we're going to head to next. So straight across the field. Obviously not tramped very often this way, because the ground doesn't have any obvious sign of sign on this one as to where to go next. So over the stile. Ooh. And the next point on our route is the gate, and there's a little white spot on the left hand side of the gate which will take us, indicate where the footpath is. And once again, footpath sign that doesn't tell us anything. It's faded away, and this is the other side of the field. We're going to follow along the line of this fence. But looking at it from this direction, you can see the sign, and there just see the foot stile that we came over. And in the distance is Whipfell and Black Coombe. There's Snaefell, looking towards the Isle of Man, and we're going to follow along the footpath along the line of this fence for a moment. Down in the bottom there is the village of Haile, which is where we're heading to. If you look, well, I can see it, whether the camera can see it yet, it's questionable, but we're heading towards a trough, and then just beyond it is a gate, and that's where we cross to the other side of this line of hedge, and then we go a bit further down, and then we'll enter a very interesting footpath. So here we are. I don't think we'll need any water today, but here it is, trough of water with the hose pipe. And down we go. path now crosses into the adjacent field. Again, the markers on the gate don't actually tell you this, just says a footpath sign there and a footpath sign there. Look. Follow around the line of this hedge. The sheep all ran to the other side of the field when I came up, and it won't surprise me if the sheep all run down. And coming up the hill to this gate, you have to spot the little footpath sign. It doesn't go straight, continue up the line of the hedge. It's because, as I say, it crosses. You've got to just spot the little markers. So down we go. Sedate about me crossing their field today, or this on the way back down. Turn their back on me. You can see the edge of the mine there. So look up there. That's Dent. And this is a footpath, complete with a sign. Oh, I see. So we could take an alternative route and not fight our way through the brambles. But just to show you what the footpath is actually like, we're going to fight our way through the brambles. So, isn't it wonderful this? I'll just shorten the camera. So, it's going to be a little bit of a fight. See what it's like. And imagine what this is like in the summer. Spectacular brambles. And if you don't want to fight your way through all the brambles, this is where the permissive route would be. It's just up the side of there, so which will be a bit easier than fighting your way through that lot. Which, not as though the next section is much better. A sea of mud. And into here. So look what it's like. Isn't this a wonderful path? I hope the accompanying sound tells you what it's like underfoot, which to say the least is a bit squelchy. And there we are, after the end of that part of the path. Now it's quite easy. That's the path. On its way up to the trig point at Haile. So, a short little bit of driven path, which is very straightforward, into the village of Haile. That's it. Round the corner. Here we are. Into Haile. Back onto the road. And this is where the footpath ends. Up the road. So we'll stop filming shortly. Just have a quick look at the village of Haile. There's the village hall. And up the road. So short walk, head towards Egremont next. Well, at this point we went down the footpath through the brambles and everything last time, so this time we'll go down the alternative path, which is the permissive path. So it just follows down the edge of the field, not very thrilling, but and it's probably a bit being caught by the sun. But we'll just go there. Well, that's what we're missing, and we'll just follow down here as far as we can. Hello sheep, are you coming to see me? There you are. I'm visiting your field, but I won't be here much longer. Here we are, back nearly on the footpath again, back to the brambles and mud and every delightful thing. Here we are. Oh well, let's see if we can get through this gate. Oh. Oops. That's it. Oh, look at this. A great stream of water. Listen to that underfoot. Ugh, squidge, squidge. Look. Ugh. It's even wetter than last time I was here, and that seemed wet enough. I think I will just